Welcome back, folks. Big TV. Yeah, it's Biggs as usual. And welcome back to another timber ball. Cliffside Cycle 17, Day 5. I feel I've really sort of turned the corner with this game now. I am certainly really into it. And although I'm not saying I wasn't into it before, it just grows on you. And you just can't put it down. But anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you enjoyed the previous ones. So let's get into it and see if we can build some more stuff. So where did we get last time? So we've now got all these three sluices going here. So theoretically, and I do mean theoretically, the bad water should go off here. But do you know something? I'm absolutely terrified that this will not work. Because if this doesn't push enough water through, I've got 4 and this is 3, I am going to be in an absolute world of pain. So, to that end, let's do let's do something by just I would say giving it a bit of a hand while we're that's not what I wanted. Just like I said, once I'm more likely to get the dirt out, I think that'll be enough. Although we don't really need to get over here. Although saying that though, how's the best way that I want to tackle this? They can get up here. So theoretically, they could build it. Now, I don't know how long before bad water's going to come. So let's super quickly build this and go from there. Right then, we're still in. We're in slow mode. So let's. Most of this, I think, can be taken down at the back there now. I'm now. Oh, I can take this. That should leave that. That now can delete. Let's pause this, and the only way I know how to do this is force this out of there. Get rid of that. We'll get some storage and we'll put another one there. And that's going to be for the bad water. But we'll do this at the bottom. I think I'm not going to be able to build this because they're not going to be able to reach. That's going to be no good. So we'll have to have this built as well for them to allow to get. They can do that one, but they can't, and that one probably, but they can't get these done. And let's. Oh no, let's just do that back to normal again. And wait till we get in there. Right. So we're going to get this built soon. It's just finishing off. And we're going to get this built soon. I'm not going to get rid of the bad water. In fact, what I'm going to do is turn on the bad water and let them let them just pump the bad water away. When they get down there. And I've got 2,000, I've got 300 in. I've got enough. Practically all this is absolutely crammed full, so I don't yet. Nah, I don't really need another. I've got 2,000 in things, so somehow I'm not doing too bad, but it's water that I've got a problem with. Yeah, it's going to take a while to that's treated planks. How many treated planks have I got left in? None. That means I need this going as well then. I've got 90 explosives, so I was thinking I didn't really need any more. But I got quite a bit of extract there. But we could always use a bit more. And we could always take this away and use it nonetheless. But why don't I just do this? That will allow me to pick all of that up, I think. And get that up. That's a lot of... and then I can obviously resort that out. I don't need this either. So they can go. Still got a couple going, so I'm obviously got too much I just need the treated planks to sort that, and I can't get the treated planks yet because I haven't got the treated planks. That's a beauty. That's 2,000. And we... out there, I am not connected to a district. But I am now. I've got... supply, let's get this with the haulers, I think, because I've got 500 wheat here, and I know that I'm having to walk around as well, which is a bit of a problem. We've got a lot of planks and everything else here as well. There's just an absolute ton of everything around. They're just not picking it up though. Is it because they've got too much to do? I don't know. That's another one. I'm pausing these two because that means they can get through there and actually build this. Mind, there's no reason why this couldn't be built. I need some more. I need some more builders. Look, that's what I need. I need this building. I've only got 17 in gears, but I actually got a lot more than that because it's all over here. If they pick this lot up, and it wouldn't be a problem. We get some sunflowers in. That is now on 7. Once I get these two, this can all go as well. And this. No, that was supposed to supply, and that was... I pressed the wrong one, didn't I? 300 trees, that's not too bad. I want to get this going before I have any serious problems. Right, we might be able to get, if we can get logs, up to there, they'll start building this a lot faster than they are, because then they're not having to actually go and get it. 10. Right, that's it. So they can... Oh, right, we got the extract. Let's empty this. Prioritize that. That'll get rid of that. That is all logs, but we could get that picked up as well. I wonder what picks... As there's no point me having this here when I've got 1,000 in extract to be able to... I only need a couple of hundred, about 300, and then I'll pause it. Because it uses quite a lot of bad water, you see, and it uses logs. It's the logs that, at the moment, that I'm sort of more concerned about. Right, that could go. That could go. That ski is there. That now is being built, so that's builders. I'm going to do another hauling post, and that will get built. I'm okay at the moment, so there's not any more. I could do an obtain actually. If I do an obtain, then the haulers will go get that. That would have been better. That is now pumping. So that means this can go and this can go. I've got 6 and I've got 6 there. I don't really need that yet now, so I'll just turn it off. Because I want to get the... Well, no, it's catch-22. I want to really get this going, but I've got a second... I've got a second level. We still, like I said, we're still not picking all this up. Trees are okay. Logs are ish. We're still pretty empty there. I'll go to a bit more. And then we'll consider turning it off. Let's put that down to normal. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot of plank. I haven't got a lot of planks. So that's going to be an issue. Right, this is getting really well built, actually. I'm quite happy with that. Because they can build 2 upwards, but they can't. They can build as many downwards, so it's not an issue. I don't really have to worry about potatoes either. That can go off because that's not needed yet. This can come on because they can do the harvest. Mainly because I haven't got any flowers in, but that is not. We've got enough for this. It's almost full actually. I haven't got a lot of gears either. That's the thing. Yeah, I don't. Once they build that, I'll build this. This should contain this for a little while. If I get it wrong, I can always open the. I can always open it up. Yeah, if I want to get over there, I can either demolish this and go this way, or I could just go around, walk around that way actually. But I would like to change this to dirt eventually. I think dirt will be allowed to go over there. I'm not going to get rid of that till now. So it's a little. This episode is a little slower in a lot of respects than our previous ones, because we're just trying to fill things in now. Logs here is not a problem. What is a problem is getting this all built. I probably should have kept the planks going. Can I? I don't think 2 is enough to do the planks. I think that's the problem. Oh no, that's not going to work because he needs it on that side. Well, that's okay. I'll just have to take this then. Oh, don't think I can. I was thinking if I turn them, but no, because that'll have that. I'd have to have this edge cut out here. I suppose that's not bad. If you're taking that edge out, and that would be 2. Plus the line up and power from this. Let's get that in. And probably have to do the same here if I'm going to. If I'm going to do the same, let's move this over. Yep. That would be there, that would be there, which means this edge would want one going as well. Get rid of them 2, and I can get 2 put in there. So that means I can have another a lot more lumber. In other words, a lot more planks, I should say. They can pick all this up. I mean, there's tons of planks. I don't understand why they're not picking them up. That could go up. We are there on that one. Let's add this in now. And that should solve that problem. Once I've got them two, then I'll start to increase to get these. These will need gears. But I've got a ton of gears on the floor, that's the problem. I'm not too sure how demanded that is actually. Right then, let's... I need to clean this up before... Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay. That'll be okay. What do these cost? Oh, they only cost logs, so that'll be 6. That's as much as I can get in that pack, unless I start blowing some of this section up. I'm not going to do nothing until I know that they've almost built this. They can pick up all these logs. Why don't they pick it up? Now they are. They've just picked that one up. Now they should be able to pick all of that up now if they want to. If they want to. Right, that's all done now. So now let's concentrate on... I'll do that so I can make sure they can build that. Is that all in? Yes, it is. Because that's an all in now. That should be able to be built as well. Right then, boys, get on with that. And girls, obviously. So that's that done. So now they'll be able to... They've got logs here. And we've got these logs. Just in case we want to build something else, which I'm not going to get rid of. I'm just going to leave them there. That's good. This is always empty. I don't know why. I think they should do quite well building that. Yeah, they built all that quite well. And that's now turning. That's going over there. Probably could have carried on with that and just not have to worried about that, but let's yep, they're coming round. Coming round the mountain when she comes. A few more bits of water going in there. So we are getting more, but I would rather like to get a bit more, even more water. Than that. I'm going to turn off this. I'm going to turn off the centrifuge. I'll certainly get this built eventually, but I'm not. Right. So I've got to be uber sure that this is actually going to work. So close above contaminating, 1%, that's it. Close below contamination, and that should open up. Auto closed. Yeah, so they're going to close below one contamination. They're going to close above one contamination. No, they're going to be... I just think sometimes that is very complicated. Why don't they say open with bad water or close with bad water? You know, I think it's just, it makes it easier. Close with bad water over something percent. Because that's the only thing that you're worried about. This is the only thing that you're using the sluice for. Sometimes it's the wording that can be used can confuse the situation, especially when you've got this closed down system. I think that's to do with if it hits higher than 2%, if it hits higher than here, these will close off. But the problem is, if these close off, this is just going to flood. Because I've got nothing to actually do it. So maybe having that on is a bad idea. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We have no idea. I have no idea. I could make more planks. I could start the process of this going. And put this off full as well and get these going. I've got enough power. I mean, I'm doing 4,000 at the moment. I'm not supplying. I'm not needing anything. I'm not needing anything because they're not actually coming out. But so I have 4,000 sometimes, and I have less other times. I know I could put a could have put a windmill on there. But this is going quite well though. It's still fit, and I've got enough here to feed the population. I turned that back on. I still don't know why they're not picking that up. Oh, mate logs, pick them up. Pick them up. Yep. That's 1,000. So we are climbing. It's climbing to get full. And I've got a day and a half. That's quite high. Just to make sure, mind you, saying that though, if everything goes wrong, I could be in a world of pain. But I have built that up, so it will give me a slight... oh, that's gone over slightly. That's fine. Oh, and again. Oh, we are getting this tidal surge. I always get a tidal surge on this one. I mean, really, what we want to do is build this section up to a 2. See, this section here is at 2, and this section is not. But it doesn't fully matter, I suppose. The next job will be to try and dismantle some of this and get rid of that. Like I said, once I can get this nightmare thing going, I'm going to have a couple of these, I think. Like one around here. I need to take a sort of a screenshot of that. And then work out where I want, how far I want the circle. And then build a path that looks like that. And then I know where I'm going. Or better still, explode it around it, because I've got a ton of this explosives, haven't I? I've got metal blocks. I've got a ton of metal, scrap metal though. I mean, that's not even including the scrap metal that I can get from this section here. Why aren't we building these? Would be nice. Is it because they can't get there? I don't know, but I'm gonna I'm gonna make sure that they can. They're gonna need that anyway to build this nightmare. Right, this is all getting built. This is almost all there. So that's they only need a couple of pieces here. Well, gears are going up as well, so that's a good thing. I didn't build actually this. That was supposed to be for that, but I didn't even think of that. So they could utilize that now. Yeah, it's quite a lot of scrap metal in there. It's like 700. Oh, I want to get this excavator going. And then I want another one, which means if I want another one, I'm going to have the treated planks going as well. I want that going. I'll turn that on. Right then, let's see how we're doing. Ooh, yes. It works. It lives. Well, that's a less stress. I always thought that wasn't going to work, but obviously 3 of these does work, and I did build it right, and I did set this right. So that's it. So that means we don't have to worry about the water situation. Although that would have been quite nice to have. Let's even that out. And let's turn this off and this. So we don't pump. I've got these though, so they can still pump water. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I will transfer these to dirt eventually, because I just don't like that levy thing. So, right, how are we doing with this? Come on, you haven't got that much more to build. You got a ton of. I mean, there's gears here. Fine, you're picking them up. They don't seem to want to pick things up. Right, that's almost going, and yeah, because they had to build that, and now they're trying to. Hopefully, they can build that from there. If not, I'll have to take that one out, and then they can get in there to do that one. It's not saying that they can't do it. So this monstrosity is well, I think that's okay. It better be. And for this one, all I'll have to do is sort of do a well, in fact, actually, I could do a bar to come down there and do another one if I was having it here as well. But yeah, I'll take a screenshot for next time, and I'll design that out. Probably what I'll do is I'll design it out on paths, and then I'll blow it up so I know inside of that is where I've got to excavate or because this excavator, when it runs, it will go right down to the first, basically the first tab, and then it won't go down anymore. That's why you can just constantly use it. But it's an absolute nightmare to. It takes a long time, and obviously we've got the mine eventually if we need more scrap. So now they're putting that in there, so that's good. They'll need to get up another level eventually as well. So now they can, because they there, and I'll I like this. I like these. Apparently, the new version in 7, they're going to get rid of these. But I think they're quite nice. I think it gives charm to it gives a bit more charm to the map, you know. We want 3 left, and then we should be fine. Oh, apart from this lot. But we'll... Right, that's that one done. So we ain't got that much left. We should be able to run this. If this starts running, I'll be well happy. So I've got enough dirt there. And then, like I said, what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to fully do it, because I'm going to have to work something out. To say, well, I suppose I could even leave that. I suppose it wouldn't matter. That I'm going to have to do a channel down here, right the way down, and I mean right the way down to the bottom. I want it buried right the way through, and I'm going to have a... This is going to be the circle. It's going to come in. I suppose it doesn't even need the sluices, and then it will come over the top, and then end up going into... I'd have to work out where to have a channel here, and it will go into the channel here. So this doesn't need to be here then, and that will be my Uber reservoir as well for these. So I can put some of them up there. Although I don't actually know how deep I'm going to have to build that, because it's going to be quite deep. I mean, if we look, where are we? We're about 40. I think we've... What are we? Oh, so the ground, this ground doesn't go, unless I had to select the ground, as I was selecting the... Maybe... Is that the one? I don't know. Don't know how that works, actually, I must admit. But anyway, it's got me a bit confused, that. It doesn't take much. Yeah, so at the moment, I have no worries about bad water. And I want to get this. See, I'm going to need bad water, so that's why I'm going to need this. But I could also do a little thing and come down here and fill this in. And fill this in. And probably fill most of this in. Just getting rid of the dirt. If I don't need the dirt there, I might as well get rid of it. Right then, are we running? We are not running because we haven't got these 3 in yet, but can it reach that? Is that why? It's too far. Maybe it's too far. Oh, it's 3, isn't it? Not. Oh, yep. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Right, I'll solve that. Right, go and build that and get that done. Get that done, my loves. The beavers is. What we'll also do now then is if I've done that, I want to move this to down here, because obviously it's going to have to go eventually anyway, so it might as well go now. Should I not get a bit too leery? Do one at first, and then do another one, and then I'll take these. I'll take the back out first. I also want to get to the 3rd level because I've got to do some stuff for this. Got more logs coming in. That's good. Yeah, there's still a lot of water in there though. The advantage now is, because that's bad water, this is actually still running. It may not be running fully, but it's actually running. And I see, that's the thing. Do I really want to stop that then? Because that could stop that flow, couldn't it? Right, how are they doing? Oh, now they're doing it. Right, we should be about there. Oh, come on, at least we can get this going before this episode. I'll be happy with that. Treated timbers is getting there. That means that's 40, but I'm going to need a lot more than that. So I'm going to turn these on as well. I need 100 for one of these. That's why I say I'm probably going to have a couple running. That's another one. Only one left. Only one left. Right then. Is that powered? It flipping well is. So it's going to need extract as well. So we're going to need a centrifuge to be working. Which means I'm going to need the bad water working. Which means I'm going to need to get this going. I don't need that anymore. Oh, I hate that. You can't, like, delete. Sometimes when you select it, it just doesn't give you it won't allow you to delete. Right, and pick them up, even though they're not absolutely picking anything up. There's absolutely tons of everything around here, guys. Like, they've got logs, they've got planks. They're not actually picking anything up. How are we doing with this? Apparently the problem is I've not got enough. How many metal blocks have I got? I could turn these off. That might give me some workers to power any of this. They don't really need any more for now. I'll pause a couple of these as well. Right, that's one going. That's two, and that's almost a third one going. That just increases the plank situation, so I'll have a lot more. Although the water is, it's not pushing the thing, so it's not spinning them enough. But we've only got half a day left, so that's good. You concentrate on potatoes. You concentrate on wheat. You just don't mess with them. Right. I've got 700 in that. Uh, 400. Although I don't understand why it's saying 500. Right. Right then. Let's pause that. Don't allow them to go in there until I'm ready. Until the next day. And then I'll take this down, because this lot will equal this anyway. And then I'll slowly... Right then, bad water's finished. That should allow that to come in. Awesome. That could go down. That's at 90%. All is well with the world. That could be all taken out. That means this one could go on. That means this one can get built. Because these will equal that anyway. I'll probably get some extra beds, to be honest. What's he got in his hand then? Lives in log. Okay. How are we doing with that? No. How are we doing with that? I'm missing one. So I do need some more. Yeah, I've got more children, but I've got no... I still need to increase this well-being, though. Contemplative post. Beaver... I need some statues. I need all sorts of things and stuff. I mean, I could have a lantern on top of, like, here. And then put, like, a lantern on the top. That might be quite nice. Or a shrub. Or a hammock. What the hell? How would they get up there? I'll put a bench up there. I'll put a bench up there. That's funny. Different decoration meant to scare birds. That'd be quite good there. And maybe there. So if I have a... Where's the scarecrow go? Where's that go? Yep, I'll have that. Yep. We'll have that. Put some lanterns. I'm trying to... I need to do... decoration, you see, to increase well-being. So, like I said ages ago, that if we increase the well-being of our... What do they need for that then? That's... Now, is it be fine? See, that has that effect. Well, I could put one in the... No, I can't. I was thinking, could I put one over the field? They could still get the field. But apart from that was too much to ask for. How are we doing with that? That's full. How many beavers have we got? Hungry shelter. We've got all of them. So that now can be built. I've still got 2 places for here. And I've also can go carry on as well. If I want to. Because I don't actually think this is that much being built. Right, how are we doing with our dirt? The dirt is getting dirt. There you go, see? Hey. Although we do need more beavers, I must admit. I am needing more. I'll what I'll do before that is I'll get the path, get this built. But I like that because at least I've got storage over the top. I mean, I could have got, if I could have worked out a decent way to get 3 and all the rest of it, I would have done at least 3 storages up, and that way at least it's sort of usable. It's not a complete monstrosity. I wouldn't say it was nice, but it's better than a few that I've built. I'm running out of water, right? That's not a good idea to do that, I'm afraid. Right then, extract. Oh, mundo. Right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Into here. I know they've got to walk down here to get for the explosives, but that's not too much of a problem, is it? But I'm happy with that. That's working in. Although it's not working fully yet because there's not enough beavers. I haven't got enough. No, don't go too Larry. I will build that, but that's for them to tick this out. Injury. What's that for me? Oh, I need more, Medical, well-being, medical. There, I'll put them, get them built. We should be fine then. I'm actually wondering why I have no available workers, and what I'll do then, I'm going to cut this off because I need water. I haven't got the water. So let's run this. If we have the excess to run it. It's oh no, it's going to be higher than the. I want it higher than the observatory things. So now you pump in. Yes, you are. That's fine. What about the tapper shack? You've got 50 in there. I can pause you out and get you to. Got 32. That's still not enough. $152 in gears. So anyway, success has been done, my friends. So this works. I was terrified I got it wrong, but I have got it right. The extractor's working, so that's good. Well, it would be if I actually had enough beavers to run the damn thing. And now we obviously going to start, getting them here, so I can tear this down in the next episode. So, like I said, we're only on episode 15, And if you look at the other ones look at the lakes where it's on 35, and I've just barely started to get this. So improvements have definitely been made on these ones compared to them. So I hope you enjoy that, because I certainly have. We'll be definitely playing some more of this beaver madness, and we will see you again soon. Bye for now.